I wonder how much longer it would have taken me to do all of this. I am finally done. I wonder how much longer it would have taken me to do all of this with the spatula. This blade wasn't that sharp, it was just like a little spade, but anyways, that worked. There's a couple of more pieces I need to take out from here, but other than that, it's all done. Let me show you. All scraped off. I got it all up in here, in the edges. Here's the middle section, and here's the rear section, back rear. So all there's left now is to brush this off with the wire brush. After I get this all cleaned out, then I can go ahead and spray it with the rust treatment, and then we'll go from there afterwards. And this is what I was talking about when I did the bottom of the whole car. If you use that rust encapsulator, I suggest that you get a reducer and spray it, lift the car up and spray it. It'll save you so much time, and then you can do 2 to 3 layers, and it is paintable. So I use a brush and I brush the whole thing on the bottom, and then the body filler, I'm going to be using that on the car as well. I have this rust reformer, and it's also a paintable surface. And then I have the 2K clear glamour that I'll be using as my clear coat. Short strand body filler right there. Then when I get done with this, we're gonna continue on the passenger door right here. Kind of got the whole ceiling, the rooftop of the I scraped it with this. I have I'm not sure if you can see this. It's a DeWalt polisher, a Vario polisher. But anyways, I have an extension here, and then I have a wired brush that I got from Harbor Freight. I'm telling you, I had a workout and a half because I was kneeling in here and I was trying to get the whole ceiling done. I used what I showed you guys. First I used the Hercules oscillator saw. So I had a spatula end on it, and I was scraping off everything that I can. And then there was a lot of surface rust up in here and a little bit of glue. And so this is what I ended up with. I ended up scrubbing everything with the polisher, with the wire brush. Now as you can see, it is clean. And then I sprayed a rust protected encapsulator. There's some spots that I still need to hit, and that's just cleaning it up because everything else is just nice. But other than that, I got this little spot right here that I gotta fix before I go any further. So I just finished putting on this mesh, as you saw, and it's actually a bundle mesh that I got over at AutoZone, and I found out about these because of the guy from Still Standing Garage. You got a couple of patches in each pack of like this one. So you get 2 of them, and they have adhesion on the back of them where you can go ahead and stick them, and you can cut them and do whatever you want with them. Got the hardener right here, something to pry the top open. Now, I came to the conclusion of, for short strand fiberglass, working it from the inside to the outside. That way it gets prepared much better and it holds even stronger. So I put that mesh, the wire mesh in there, so that way it holds it even sturdier. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So when you guys get this, you got to mix it really well. Then after that, we're gonna go ahead and fill this up. I try to put the mesh in there, but it's kind of difficult. It just keeps falling in. So I'll try to pack that in there. This is what it looks like. Here's what I got, and this is what it looks like outside. And as you can see, the holes got bigger because I was hitting it with the hammer, just trying to make sure that I got everything solid and that there's no more breakage in the metal. But now that we have it all squared away, we'll be able to go ahead and fiberglass that whole section. Alright, that's where we're at, and then as soon as that is done, I'll be able to sand it, shape it, and we'll continue on sanding this right here. That's done. We'll continue sanding that right there, as well as right here, because once I'm done with that section, I'll be able to primer everything right here on the inside and as well as out here. And then all I really need is just to resand this area right here, sand a little bit on this area, and then as well as right here, this whole section, and then sand right here. Then we'll be able to go ahead and primer this whole area right here, and as well as the passenger side. And then we're gonna work on this door, all the inside, just like the driver's side door. So as soon as that is done, then I'll be able to go ahead and spray the metal flakes. I'm happy to say that it took some doing, but we are finally done. I've been at this for days, and because I had a bit of an obsession on trying to make it as perfect as I can. We will see how this goes after I set primer to it, and we'll continue after that. But let me show you everything that I've done and I have finished. I still need to do just a touch up of sanding in this area on the door jamb, but other than that, all of this is fixed. I don't know if you remember, there was a dent right here that I pulled out with my dent puller. Got that straightened out. Right here, it was like popping up, so I hit that down with the hammer, got it flat as I can, and then there were some dents right here and on this area, so I got that flattened out finally. And then I fixed all of this area as well. This was caked with Bondo. Right here I had a minimal Bondo that you can imagine, and all it is it's just straight now. And then 3, if you guys remember, this whole area had a huge hole. It still needs to be worked, but the holes are now finally patched in, and I also put fiberglass. All of this is where the window's gonna have some glue and butyl. Other than that, if you guys remember how it looked like with the hole, and you might ask yourself, how was I able to work that out and try to get the shape of it going right here? Let me see, in this area I used the Dremel. I used one of the bits with the Dremel, and I didn't show that because you guys might have something different that you might be using. There's a little tiny accent line right here, a body line, and that's going to be really hard for me to do because I don't not work on cars, but I'll give it my best. It's like I said, it's not going to be a show car. If I can do my best, the best as I can, I'm going to try to do it. We are going to be working on the roof, and as you can see, that's just rust that I made. And I say made because I was actually trying to get around this area with vinegar and water, and somehow I splashed it up there. I do not know how, but we're ready. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put you on my stand. If you guys don't know how I'm doing this, here it is on my ladder. This actually I put this on my Hayabusa, so then I'm able to put it in that case, and wherever I can set this to, then I'm able to go ahead and swivel it. This part swivels right here, so you can go up and down and put this wherever you want. But all of this I got it from Insta360. Even my camera is an Insta360. Okay, so as you just saw, I finished doing the vinegar and water treatment, and you saw how it looks. It looks pretty bad, so I think that it's eliminating all the potential rust that it has, that is hidden in any scratches or pinholes, or it's coming up. And after this, we'll do the clean water, wipe it down, make sure that we run it through twice on each section, each part of the car. And then after that is done, I'm gonna wipe it down with a window cleaner just to go a little step further from that. Okay, so we are getting ready to go ahead and remove this. We're gonna start with the rooftop, and then we're gonna work our way down, go around to the other side. And so I don't want to bore you with all of that, but I'll just record a little bit of what I'm doing, and then that way, I mean, there's plenty of other channels that probably do the same thing. For sure, Still Standing Garage, on his channel, this is why I learned how to do this, or else I wouldn't find out about it. I knew about using it on wheels, using it on other things. Like I have a 55 barrel, and I fill that up when I'm like trying to fix the rims or trying to fix big objects. I put the vinegar in there, 4 bottles of vinegar and water, and I just dunk them, leave it there, come back a week later, and then I'll go ahead and power wash my items, and then I'll go ahead either grind them down, sand them, wheel brush them, and then after that I'll go ahead and I'll primer them and paint them. This is a little bit different, so it's much more easier. So we're gonna get started. All right.